Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions on how the fulfillment process works with dropshipping, okay? In this video, I'm going to cover exactly how it should be done, what mistakes to avoid, and also how my process is and how we do the whole fulfillment, okay? So the first thing you need to understand is short-term versus long-term thinking. In the beginning, you're going to have 3-4 sales, and you're basically going to be terrified. You're not going to know how to fulfill them, and you're going to be worried if those 4 customers are going to complain, if the shipping times is going to be too long, etc. The main thing you have to understand, the first customers, even like as harsh as this sounds, it's nothing. The first customers don't matter, they don't count, it doesn't matter. Because the long-term game is if you really want to build a proper business, which makes you 6 or 7 figures, you're going to have thousands of customers, thousands, like just a crazy amount of people who bought from your store. The first 20, 30, 40 people are not going to change anything. And you have to really look at it that way. The goal is to make the majority of the customers happy. You cannot look at a single individual as he is the priority for the start, okay? That's something which is going to come later on, and obviously customer experience is super, super important, and it's also the thing which is going to make your business sustainable long term. However, in the beginning, don't worry about it too much, okay? First, you need to figure out how to sell a lot of products. Before you do that, it's not even your problem that you have to fulfill the orders. You don't have to fulfill the orders before you have sales, because you don't have sales. And after you do get some sales, the next thing is to make sure that your product is a real winner. Because only then you can start buying in bulk and having really good shipping times, which is like 1 to 2 days, okay? We have students who own warehouses in the US, okay? And we basically buy in bulk from China, from my agent, which I also provide to all my students, and they just buy the whole bulk package, send it to the warehouse of the student, and they just send it out from there in like 1 or 2 days. And that's the end goal. However, there's a long road ahead to actually get there. And again, keep in mind, to have 1 to 2 day shipping times, you need to think long term. You cannot worry about fulfilling your very first order perfectly and make sure that that first person is going to get their package in like 4 days, okay? So the agents we provide to the students basically have 1 to 2 week shipping times, and that's from the get-go, immediately. You don't need to have like minimum amount of orders or something. You just get into the program and instantly you're going to have suppliers which are very, very reliable, which are in China and which have shipping times from 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. If you already have a lot of orders, you can DM me on Instagram and I can connect you with a supplier. However, for beginners, I just give the supplier inside of my program, because in the program I know people start scaling, and outside of the program most people don't, and they basically just waste the time of the supplier. Okay. So an agent in China is extremely useful, and if you actually have a person who can source every single product out of China, it's just priceless, because if you can actually make sure that every product you're sending out has good quality and is going to be delivered on time, and on top of that you don't have to worry about anything, that's extremely, extremely good. If you're going to start working with AliExpress, you're going to have like 3 to 4 to 5 week shipping times, and on top of that you have no idea who you're working with, you don't know anything about the product quality, you don't know how long it's going to take until the supplier actually sends out the product, and then the 3-4 weeks actually only start to kind of take. And basically, there's going to be a lot of issues. Also, you're going to have to manually fulfill orders or have some bulk things. And with my suppliers, for example, it's literally like this. They get access to the store, they see exactly who ordered what. I pay them and they fulfill the orders and send it out, do everything, that's it. I just pay them for the orders. It's not extra price, it's just like I pay for the cost of goods. And that's it. So there's no hustle, no headaches, no nothing. You don't have to worry about anything except for making sales, okay? And that's in the end of the day what you want. You want to have your main priority being focused on how do you drive traffic to the website and how do you convert that traffic. And that's what it's all about. You're not going to make money off perfect customer support. You will make money from having a lot of sales and then starting to worry a lot about your customer support and making everything perfect and having like a warehouse and like just making sure that everybody's happy. Yes, long term, of course. However, that's not the beginning, okay? And again, I cannot stress this enough. Most people worry about things which don't matter. Your problem is not your fulfillment right now. You clicked on this video because you think you really want to know about it. But right now, by watching this video, if we're brutally honest, you are not really productive if you don't have a lot of sales yet, because You need to worry about making sales and not about your fulfillment structure. You don't have anything to fulfill, and 100 orders don't count. That's nothing. If you think about all the customers you're gonna have in the next 5 years, the first 100 don't matter, okay? We need to think long-term, the big picture, and not at single small pieces. However, all of this is only applicable if you're selling products which are not like over $100 or $200. If you're selling high-ticket stuff in general, you kind of have more responsibility. So if somebody's paying $200, they want to have everything done perfectly. And that's their right. So I would actually not recommend starting high ticket exactly because of that. You don't need this hassle, and you don't want super unhappy people who paid a lot of money and then get something bad, okay? So for every beginner, I would actually recommend low ticket stuff. So everything below $50, in a lot of the cases even below $20, okay? And I know this kind of might sound crazy, but low ticket dropshipping works. I actually have another video talking about exactly that. I'm going to link it somewhere here and you can check it out. I have like tons of proof of people in the program who are just crushing it with low ticket items, and it does work for sure, even though most of the people on YouTube say you need to have something super high ticket because you're going to have the bigger margins. All right, that's not true. You're going to have 20 to 30% margins on the lower ticket items as well if you just have really good upsells and a really good cost per purchase. That's it. If you actually want to start working with me, click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session. We're going to find out if we're a good fit to actually start working together. If yes, we're going to start, and yeah, basically see you there.